everybody, and welcome once again to Casual Gamer Oz as we continue our F1 2016 Career Mode Season 1 with Sauber driver Ben Waterworth. Your host here being Ben Waterworth. I can take time to talk to you about how basically I was driving. We're at Singapore, the Marina Bay street circuit, about to head into qualifying, but just of course a bit of a recap on the last round. It was a very interesting one. Got my second ever pole position, a surprise pole position in Monza. Very, very happy about that. And got off to the start of the race fairly poorly. Got overtaken by both a Mercedes and a Ferrari before the other Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen decided he wanted to get to know me a little bit better by pushing me into the wall. And basically I was out on the spot, not even making it to the first turn. So disappointing result for such a great qualifying performance. And hopefully we can bounce back here in Singapore. Now, had some upgrades, of course, put on the car. As you saw last round, the final chapter, I guess you could say, in our fuel mix saga. We are now fully up to date on improving our fuel mix. And basically that means that we should have pretty good fuel consumption in this car. So I should be able to get away with putting it at rich mode in each of the Grand Prix. So we will continue to develop the car. I was thinking, I've said a lot throughout this season that I might just end development and go the strategic route for next season, but I think I might change my mind. I think given that I'll probably only get to do 2 of these seasons before F1 2017 comes out, perhaps we will just keep developing and see how we can go. So I will make that mind up. Perhaps after qualifying we'll take a look at what we can possibly do. But Singapore, I like this track. I used to really not like it. I used to think it was a bit of a shitter of a circuit, to be honest, but I've actually come around a lot on the Marina Bay circuit. Another Tilcadrome, but you know, obviously you can't really butcher it too much when it comes to making a street circuit, because you've just got to work with your surroundings, clearly. So I get a little bit hairy there. It's a difficult circuit, for sure it's a difficult circuit. So for anybody getting involved in F1 for the first time, in F1 games I should say, maybe don't go straight into the Marina Bay circuit if you want to cut your teeth on something. Monza, as I talked about last round, might be a good one, but it's a bit of a challenge. I mean, I think it's a little bit easier than Monaco and Baku, because I mean, I think you've got a lot wider streets, so you can kind of get away with a few more little mistakes here and there away from the barriers. But I mean, it's still a very challenging circuit. And at the moment here, it looks like I'm not going to get a top 10. It looks like I should hold out for a top 20. And again, if you're a first-time viewer here and you're calling me a noob and wondering why the fuck I put the racing line on, well, again, as we keep saying, this is Casual Gamer Oz. This is how I roll. Across the line, and that is 17th place. Jeff is happy. That's good. Got pole position last round, and again, 17th. Kind of what happened after Canada, wasn't it? I think I was 20th in Azerbaijan or dead last. I can't remember what I was. So that's qualifying. We of course now will. Of course, it's only one lap qualifying again for those who are new to the channel and perhaps wondering why not doing all the different stages of Qs 1, 2, and 3. Casual Gamer Oz. We're being easy. We're going through it, and we're basically going through it there with only the one lap of qualifying. But with one lap of qualifying done, we are now going to be moving into the race day. So let's press X. Done. And we will now just have a bit of a look on the R&D side of things. I just want to check. Resource points, should get a few, because you meet the team's expectations at least by qualifying. You get a few resource points. Still shitty about Monza. That was ridiculous. I want to aim for a points finish. I've got to aim high, I feel. Button should beat me. Yeah, he does. Okay. What a shame. I lost to Jensen. Like that wasn't going to happen anyway. Alright, Manisha just chilling there again. Let's just have a quick look at the R&D. So I've got 150 points. I can't actually upgrade anything. The soonest I need is 300 there for the barge boards. And we're a long way behind there according to the chart there. But, you know, again, this is a team that's gotten 2 pole positions this year. So it's not always about the car, is it? It's also the driver. Clearly, Ben Waterworth. Very talented little Australian. Let's move into this. Yeah, we have a dry race. That's what we want. Let's take a look at the grid. Ahead of this one, I'm going to say Mercedes are no doubt on the front row. And yes, they are. There they are. Ferrari's second. So Vettel loves this track, of course. I think he's only ever finished at the podium from once in memory. McLaren's doing very well. The Red Bulls there, 7th and 8th. Bottas. Grosjean, top 10. That might be his first top 10 for the season. Perez, 11th. Hulkenberg, 12th. Massa, Sainz, Gutierrez, Whereas Kvyat again doing poorly. There I am in 17th, Verline 18th, Magnussen, Palmer not in his 21st position there, Haryanto and Nazar. So the Manos dropping a little bit back after a few good qualifying positions for them this season. But yeah, here we go. This is a circuit that I've never been to. It is definitely on my to-do list. I've had the opportunity to go, but I didn't take it. But one day, it certainly looks like a great track to go to. Anyway, here we go. Go. Thank you very much. We're off. Now I'm going to try and let's stick to the outside here and just avoid some carnage, perhaps. For once, he says as he runs into the back of the torpedo, damages the front wing. And, of course, I get a penalty because why wouldn't I? Fucking hell. Sometimes, I mean, look, okay, fair enough. I did drive into the back of him. I'm not claiming innocence in that. But, I mean, you know, sometimes it's like you penalise enough by having a damaged front wing. You're going to be inconsistent enough with your stupid fucking penalties in this game. But there you go. So I've got to finish in the top 19. So I'm in 19th at the moment. So I need to overtake some cars here. I think we can rule out points. Whoa, and we've... Apparently, I just want to keep running into the back of Daniel Kvyat, because why not? Let's run into a Renault while we're here. They've bummed me enough this season. That's, yeah, I've damaged my front wing even more. This is a circuit that I swear I always damage my front wing. It's like, it's just constant. It's like you can't go anywhere in this circuit ever without at least having a damaged front wing. Pace is still pretty good at this car, though. I'm still hanging on to the back of this little train above me. So, was I nearly... put myself in the wall there. We just hang on here and just maintain. Let's put the fuel mix up to rich there. We've improved the fuel performance on the car, so we should be able to last longer in the rich mode. So let's see. One thing that is good about Singapore for a street circuit is that it is not the most difficult to overtake in some places. Again, I was saying in qualifying how it's a lot wider. You can kind of make a few more mistakes and get away with it, unlike, you know, say a Baku or a Monaco. It's definitely got a lot more overtaking opportunities in those two circuits, and it's also a lot faster. I know Baku's obviously got incredibly fast sections to it, but yeah, this is what I enjoy about Singapore, is that if you took away the walls and this was just like an actual racetrack that's not a street circuit, I mean, you know, it's still going to be a great circuit, if that makes sense. Whereas Monaco, you know, analysing it as an actual circuit outside of the glamour and sort of the prestige around it, is it a very good circuit? I don't know. But that could be an interesting topic of conversation. So I'm sort of just stuck in this little sandwich at the moment in 16th place, and I don't know if my 2-second penalty is going to drop me back to 19th. We got surprise in Germany, of course, didn't we? When I didn't think I was going to get points, and I was in 7th, and I managed to get 9th. So we'll see how we go. Purple sector, someone with a front wing and in a Sauber, not too bad if you don't mind me. Whoa, that you can really feel the front wing effect going into that corner there when you late brake, turning in the understeer is just horrid. And again, if I was on a longer race, if this was say like you know, 20% or 50% or anything like that, I would pit and get it fixed. But there's no point in getting it fixed in a 5-lap race, because I'm going to go dead last, and I'm not going to be able to get my 19th. So absolutely no point at all. If anybody's watching this going, well, why don't you pit to fix your front wing? If there was 19 cars left in the race or anything like that, of course I would. But strategically speaking, it wouldn't do anything, and I may as well risk it to get the biscuit. It's my saying of the season. And so far, this race, I'm going to jinx myself by saying this, but it's only been me running into people. No one's decided to run into me yet, although we've got a Renault. And between the Renaults and Williams this season, and the Ferraris, they're the three teams that keep running into me, it seems. I keep running into the Toro Rossos, although we've had a few issues with them this season as well. So, yeah, I might get French fucked again at some point if Mr. Palmer gets a little bit impatient behind me. But, okay, doing okay. We've got DRS, but obviously it's not going to affect me. It's going to come into the hand of Mr. Jolion Palmer behind me. And at least one thing I'll say for Palmer, he'll always have himself in a video game. You know, he won't have himself a seat in Formula 1, but I guess if he wants to pretend he's in Formula 1 still, once he gets duly dumped very soon, no doubt, from that seat, he can at least play along with himself in this game. So, kind of a dream for some, isn't it, to find yourself in a video game? I'm technically in a video game right now. There's my name up on the screen, Waterworth. Look at that, I'm a Formula 1 driver. Parents will be proud. let's just make sure we can maintain this. I hope that this should be enough, I would say, with a 2-second penalty to, I don't know, keep me in 19th. I guarantee you, I'll get to the end of this race and I'll probably be like 20th. And then they'll be like, nope, sorry, you failed in life. Yeah, that's not the first time I've ever heard that. This one here always sneaks up and you go across the bridge, and out of nowhere there's this left little hander and you're like, fuck! Graphics, just, I don't think I've talked too much about the graphics across this, but fantastic. The level of detail put into these games, I mean, Codemasters have to be commended. You know, again, anybody like myself who's grown up in Formula 1 games and, you know, used to marvel at the graphics in the Nintendo 64 game, you know, F1 World Grand Prix in the late 90s, and you get the F1, you know, 2001, 2002, all those sort of early 2000s games on the PlayStation 2, and you're just like, wow, look how realistic this looks. And I never forget getting F1 Championship Edition on PS3, thinking this is incredible, it's photorealistic, and it just keeps getting better and better. And F1 2017 looks even more stunning, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. Right now, though, I'm looking forward to see if I can even maintain this position, because I am slowly getting engulfed by the Renault behind me. And, you know, Renault being Renault, as we've seen this season, at any point he's going to try and shove one up me. And I'm just going to try and maintain my composure, and I'm not going to overly aggressively defend anything. So I'm just going to stick to my racing line. Obviously, you're seeing that racing line on screen. And I'm just going to be calm, cool, and collected here. Palmer's going to have a run at me now. He's going to go on the inside. He thinks twice about it. He obviously had a bit of a gander, but there he is, just hovering around the buttocks. On the penultimate lap here, doing okay. I think this is what happened in Italy. Wouldn't this have been great if this was like just similar to Canada? Now, is he going to have a run at me here? Nope. On Sauber, nice and wide. Into this interesting corner. You think you're about to enter a straight, and all of a sudden you've got a right-hander coming at you. You go on the bridge here, and then boom, out of nowhere you got this kink that takes you into a left-hander, which again always creeps up with you. Once you remember it's there, though, you generally are fairly okay with it. Now, Palmer's going to go at me here. Is he going to have a look on the inside? No, he's not. Okay, well, just getting a little bit patient there is Mr. Palmer. Just waiting, biding his time. He might take me on the main straight. We'll see how we go. This corner here, going under the grandstand, it's great. Obviously, we always get a lot of in real life crashes that are there. I think there's generally a crash here every single season. But that would be a great grandstand to sit in. I could imagine having cars literally go underneath you. That would be a very strange feeling indeed. But if we go into this fast back straight, whoa, I've just gone a little bit wide there. Now Palmer's surely going to have a look. Yeah, he's going to go on the outside of me here, but I've covered that well actually. I wasn't intentionally planning that in the middle of the circuit. I was kind of just recovering from my little mistake. But we'll take it. Now he's really got to run on me here. Surely, I think he's going to get DRS at this point, just up into this section here. Now, let's just stay on the line. He's got DRS probably on himself right now. There's a manner behind Verline getting a bit feisty behind someone there. And we're just going to allow him to go. But he doesn't want to. Wow, okay. Maybe I'm not giving credit to the Renaults here about French fucking me. If it was a Williams, you know he would have taken me out by now. If it was Massa. If it was me behind it, I mean, you know. Just, getting a bit overcautious there. Again, Palmer just, this is why he sucks. He's just not aggressive enough. Because you know he's probably going to plant something up at me at some point completely unexpectedly and take me out at the last corner or something ridiculous like that. Knowing what is my luck in this game. I think Hamilton's going to win this race, by the way. For those paying attention to the Mercedes battle at the front of the grid. Oh, he's right on me now here, Palmer. I think he's going to get it. Kvyat might even get me here. He's getting impatient behind Palmer. Just stick to my line. If I get one coming up on the inside, which I'm not, Kvyat might take him. I might get taken out by the torpedo, considering that he's the reason why I've got a penalty and a damaged wing. So, no, Rosberg won it. Okay, Hamilton was in the fast lap. Look how great that looks with the fireworks. I absolutely love that about that, kind of like this realistic, the fireworks go off in real life, and you can just see that. It's epic. Same with like Abu Dhabi when you cross the line and you got those fireworks that go across. It's incredible. And it does it here too, of course, if you win the race. Anyway, Final corner for me. I'm actually quite impressed that I've managed to hold out. Kvyat's got ahead of Palmer, and that might bridge a little gap there. I cross the line, and I get 19th. And Jeffy's happy with that. Well, okay. Never thought I'd be so satisfied to finish in 19th position, but I'll take it. The team is happy enough with that, so that will do me there. We'll take a look at the replay here just at the start, just to see where I went wrong. I mean, there's not a whole lot here to show. Outside of me fucking my race up in the beginning. I had a few overtaking manoeuvres, of course, across the race. You see a man getting a bit higgledy-piggledy close to me there. My helmet, am I missing there? Oh no, there I am. Looks like I've got no helmet. As I come in there, bang. Now, yeah, okay. I got a bit over-eager, but is that really worth a penalty? Is that really worth a penalty, stewards? I'm going to say no. Is that the second part I damaged my wing there against the Manor? I think it was. My teammate getting a little bit racy behind me. I'm going to duck one up here, and I think that's where I damaged my wing again there. And, yeah, nothing else really happened there. I basically maintained my position. Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel on the podium again. There you go. Raikkonen, Button, Alonso, Ricciardo, Bottas, Verstappen, and Grosjean getting a point there for Haas, pulling it out of his ass. So Hamilton has his championship lead slightly lessened to 20 points now. Rosberg in second there, Ricciardo third, Vettel fourth, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Button moves up into 7th position, Alonso drops down to 8th, Bottas 9th, Perez 10th. I'm still in 12th, so I've got to maintain 25 points somehow in these final 6 rounds to try and get my goal of the top 10. We'll see how we go. If we look at the constructors side of things, Mercedes, well, surely they've won that by now, 264 points. That is an unassailable lead there. Red Bull just hanging on over Ferrari there for second, I should say. McLaren in 4th, Williams 5th, 6th, Force India 7th. Sauber, Haas got a point there, so they get a little bit of a gap off us, but we'll still take that. Haas 8th, as we obviously just mentioned, Toro Rosso 9th, Renault 10th, and Manor, the only team yet to score. Thank you for tuning in to Casual Gamer Oz. It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back, of course, heading into Japan next, the Suzuka circuit, and we look forward to bringing you that race. And in the meantime, remember, you can like, subscribe, leave us comments, everything else. In the meantime, we look forward to hearing from you wherever you are watching us here on Casual Gamer Oz. Thank you for your company, and good night.